Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, Drawing with Michael. This morning we're going to be doing some warm-up exercise, a warm-up exercise for an up-and-coming project that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing some wildlife illustration. So this morning we're going to be focusing in on doing a chimpanzee portrait. Just something really quick, just a fine thumbnail. Hopefully it shouldn't take me any longer than 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, real time. But you guys can see it in some real time with narration, but also time lapse. So enjoy the process. Okay, so, chimpanzees. I've done chimpanzees, orangutans, or orangutans, however you want to pronounce it, great apes, monkeys. In general, I love doing baby monkeys. Just because they're so darn cute. And this morning, I'm just going to be doing a really quick exercise to kind of give you, an insight into my process as far as what I do whenever I create something like this. So the painting that I'm going to do is going to be horizontal. It's just going to be a really simple portrait of a chimpanzee. So what do I do? Well, I like to have areas of visual cue of things that I think are important. Just trying to get stuff mapped out. A lot of times I think whenever I start doing a project, I allow the subject matter to be very daunting. I don't know if you do. I have, whenever I do characters, everything, especially if I do licensed characters, everything's broken down. By the time I get it, everything's broken down pretty simplistically. So I just have to focus on the kind of the core essence of what the character is or what they're trying to get across, what emotion, and then put it into a product. Because I do a lot of product design now, just by very nature of my business and what I've kind of catered my artistic style to. And whenever I get into something like this, which basically is what I love to do, because first of all, it's very challenging whenever I do stuff like this. I love a good challenge. I don't know if you do. Sometimes it's very frustrating, but in the same accord, the reward that you get is absolutely phenomenal by doing animals. And it really helps me out in understanding anatomy. And if you guys understand what I'm trying to tell you, that I love doing animals because that's basically what I got into art to do. I originally wanted to be a Disney animator, and I say Disney because that's pretty much what I wanted, the pinnacle, in terms of the pinnacle, what I thought was the pinnacle of animation. I'm better educated now and understand that, Disney is just one of the animation houses out there. And there's a lot to be said about Disney animation. It's got a great legacy, but I think that, there are other companies out there doing a lot of innovative, wonderful things out there right now. Like the company that did the animation Claws for Netflix. I saw that and I sat back and I just, with my mouth open. The story was phenomenal. I loved the animation because they really meshed in traditional with digital seamlessly to the point where a lot of shots, you look at them and go, gosh, how did they do that? How did they accomplish that? And I think whenever I look at that, and two, whenever I was watching the show, I didn't really think in terms of animation. I didn't think, gosh, the digital, the shots that they're getting in here are just so innovative. I looked at it and I enjoyed the story. And a lot of times that's what you have to realize is whenever, these large companies do stuff like this, the focus always needs to be singular. And that singular focus needs to be story. What story are you trying to tell? You always keep asking that question. What story? And that's what I'm doing with this piece. I want to do just a really simple drawing portrait of a chimpanzee. And even though I want it to be realistic and good, quote unquote good, I want that story to really come through. And that involves emotion. And what emotion is this particular ape, not ape, I guess, you know, people are going to correct me. You know, chimpanzee's not a great ape. You know, it has to do with whether or not the animal has a tail or not. And, you know, apes versus monkeys. And I think monkeys are the ones that have tails. And the great apes would encompass like chimpanzees, gorillas, and orangutans. Just, you know, from my understanding. If I'm completely off, please don't hesitate to correct in a respectful manner, I hope. You know, because people are, you know, you're an idiot. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just basically blocking in the general sketch of where stuff goes and what I want to do. This morning, I woke up, and of course, thank goodness I woke up. But what I'm trying to say is I woke up to a massive deadline change of the project that I'm currently working on. And for those of you guys that have been with me for a while, you know that I do something called stress drawing. Stress drawing involves exactly what I'm doing right here. Oops, that ear is way too low. Way too low. Okay, so that's interesting. So the apes, it's way higher. I've got reference in front of me, and I'll show you here in just a minute. So what I do, I get stuff blocked in, and then I start doing location comparison, okay? So you saw me draw in my general circle, then you saw me draw in my center line. Then I started placing elements in terms of the underlying bone structure. So I've got this skeletal structure under here, right? It's got this ocular cavity being where your eyeballs live, okay? And I come down. And then I start placing things like the top of the ear. I say the top of the ear, typically on a human being, is level with the eye, with the center of the eye. So normally I would place it here. Since I've drawn a lot of people in 3/4, that's what I did. However, on this particular creature, and since too, I'm not looking at him level, I'm looking at him at a downward inflection. Okay, so now I need to come up because the top of the ear is all the way up here. Okay, and the back of the head comes up. I got the back of the head right here. Okay, and then here's the shoulder mass that comes down. And I give a little indication of composition. And I just start going in and finalizing before I start putting in the really hard lines. Because again, just putting stuff in, right? And I get this eye line right here that helps me out. And I want this brow to come up slightly, so I gotta have it come up because there are muscles involved. And then whenever his brow goes up, then it affects all of the skin up top. Comes here. Here's that bone. And two, I'm not pushing hard. I'm not pushing hard into the drawing. I'm not taking my pencil and just shoving all that pigment into the paper just yet, because I haven't really landed yet on where stuff goes. So we've got this bone mass here that's kind of split in the middle, and then it comes like this. So I'm going to have that come here and have that come here, because then here's the outer part of the nostril, outer part of that nostril. And then we've got the skin that protrudes up slightly. A lot of times, you know, whenever I'm looking at stuff like this, I'm looking for nuances. Obviously, I'm looking for the majors. My wife has a saying that literally I have taken that and I've molded it into my teaching method. And that is, don't major in the minors. You want to get in the important things first, and then you can go back. And I'm sure you guys that watch drawing videos, you know this. You can go back and you start literally correcting, and you know, this needs to come out further because this jawline comes down a little bit further. Here, kind of running out of paper here. here. Anyway, what I was saying about the deadline. So basically, this is a stress drawing. You guys are witnessing whenever I get really stressed, I have to pull away. I used to go for a bike ride, but since I live in the mountains now and I don't have the opportunity because the weather is so terrible, I used to go for a bike ride and I would go, you know, for an hour or 2 hours. And I would get rid of all the angst and all the things that, you know, bog me down in my art life. Okay. Have this ear come around. And now I'm going to compare it with the bottom of the nose. So it basically wraps around. So here's going to be the bottom of the ear. Okay. So since he's turned slightly like this, you're not going to see the top of his ear. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and now we're going to start adding a little bit darker elements. And two, I want to go ahead and put in these eyes. Okay, so why did I draw circles? This is important for you to understand. A lot of people go in and they start, you know, defining details really early. I am going to keep comparing, right? I'm going to keep going in. Because the eyes on a chimpanzee, you want to make them really big, but they're not. They're not that big. And these eyelids wrap around the eye. So this one comes in, around, and then he's got this lid that really folds over. And it comes here, and it's kind of abbreviated in the front. Here. And I've got this other one over here. It comes up, over, right, and then it comes right here. Here's the edge, because again, he's turned. This comes down. I need to sharpen my pencil. Excuse me. Where's my pencil? And right now, I'm literally just, because I've got this big ocular cavity, and since the eyelids wrap around, comes here, that's going to be longer on this distance. And then we're going to have it come up because I can see more of the top of the lid. And then this whole area is exposed because it comes like this. And here's that brow. I mean, it's huge. That inner part of the brow and that bone comes up. And it's like this. Okay. All right. So then we have the areas here. Okay. And this whole thing comes like this. And I'm drawing these lines in to give myself a semblance of form. These lines will eventually be molded into what is basically the upper part of the brow. Okay. So let's go ahead and have these down. Comes here, here. And this comes up and it comes up like this, and then it wraps like this. Because again, he's turned and you've got all these skin folds that are wrapping inward. Okay? And I gotta have that, it's got an inner lid. He's got an inner lid that comes around. Okay, so now I'm gonna give him big. Like that. And this comes up here, and then this comes down slightly. Okay, got that bone that protrudes here, right? And it comes down to the jaw, and it comes in. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shade this slightly. We've got his big pupil right there. Okay. All right. And then they've got this. Goes down and their eyes are dark. much darker than what you realize, I think. You've got this skin fold that comes up. And again, this comes down and around. And I'm still defining which line I need to go with. And then the way his nose is, it comes up slightly here. You've got this skin fold that comes here. And then you've got the outer part of his nose. This comes in, out. Okay. Come here, and then this comes up. Okay. And this comes around. And two, I'm trying to get that visual cue, so I'm going to bring this line imaginarily down, so it's going to be right about here. But it's going to come up like this. Okay. I've got that lower lip that comes here. It comes out. And I've got to have it come a little bit further here. Okay, so now I'm going to come to the other eye. Once I get this eye in, it's going to go really fast. Because once I get that eye in, then I can see basically what I'm doing. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll come here. And I'm always comparing to the other eye. I'm not illustrating in a box. What does that mean? It means that I'm going to go ahead and do this part only. So I'll work on this for just a few seconds. Okay. And then I'll start going to other places. Even though my main focus is the eyeball, I have forced myself to go and look and do other parts of the artwork. Okay. Okay, so there we go. I see it. See, what happens is it's like a feeling. I say that to people, and I used to say that to kids. I used to say, you know, art is so much about feeling. Drawing and observation is very technical. So for me, I see something, and it feels right or it doesn't. You know, for those of you that draw, you understand. So it's got these little eyelashes that come off. Actually, it doesn't have any eyelashes. So we're going to have that skin fold here. Skin folds here. And it's got a little bit of baggage. And I'm going to define certain areas that I think are important. Like right here, this eye comes here. And it's going to be darker. Right there. Skin fold. Just going to fold right here. Okay, so now that I have that eye in, watch. So I'm going to put it over on its side, because now what I'm doing is I'm sculpting. And whenever I put my hand over like this, I feel like I'm sculpting this drawing. Whenever I'm like this, it's more technical. And a lot of times I think as artists and artisans, you know, we go in and we use our wrist to do certain things. Now, whenever I'm in details, I might use my wrist slightly, but most of the time my wrist is locked. Because for me, it's got more of a sculpting feeling. And I want to sculpt this drawing. I want it to feel, see now I've got these little, because this is deeper right here. So I've got these little lines. And then this comes down and then it goes up. It's like a V. It goes like this. So I've got these wrinkles, and I've got this wrinkle here, and I've got my wrist locked. This comes here. Okay, there's a transition, and there's a little bit of a skin fold right here, just slightly. Okay, so this needs to come up. Because I just determined this eye is slightly too big. So it's got that here, and it's got a shadow right here. Here, and this is all in shadow. Okay, so now, going back, this line here, now I can start literally putting in some of the details, right? In a harder line, and really start defining the drawing. This is just, and again, this is just a preliminary drawing. So I've got a wrinkle that comes here. Look at all these wrinkles that are, gosh, it's insane. So here, and the way it's constructed, you can see it's like this muscle group, whenever he gets mad, squinches up. So all the time that he's gotten mad, it's caused these wrinkles to be more accentuated. And actually, this looks like a female, to be honest with you. I can't tell, but it feels like a female. I haven't drawn enough great, apes to determine their gender based upon their face. But I'm feeling this is a female. The soft eyes. Okay. Drawing hair, too, is very important. That you don't want to end up doing too much. We as artists want to define certain areas that we think need to be defined, and ultimately they don't. The money is right here. All this peripheral stuff, such as the fur, even the ear. I'm not going to go too detailed into the ear. Here, got this little flap that comes down, and then we've got this little knob, and you've got that fur that comes here. And I'm going to shadow this in slightly. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put you guys on time lapse really quick because I don't want this to be a 2-hour drawing. I don't really have time for that today. I ain't got time for that. Anybody ever see that? So it actually comes down here. That's where the fur is, because this is still face. We're going to shadow this in slightly. Yeah, this is all fur. Or hair. I don't really... Okay. I'm going to put you guys on time lapse really quick. And we'll do a wrap up at the end. How long is this gonna go for? Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to do. Again, this is just a rough, kind of a larger idea of a portrait that I'm going to be doing digitally, and eventually, hopefully, be able to sell it on, whether it's an apparel, on my Amazon shop, or something along those lines. But this is, again, just a rough, and what I'll do now is I'll just continually refine, putting in some of the, actually, this needs to go like this, because he's got, here it goes, all the little wrinkle-a-doos. That's an art term for you guys that are looking to get into the biz. Wrinkle-a-doo. That's one of the big vocabulary words that I learned when I was at Ringling. Wrinkle-a-doo. I'm kidding. That's a made-up word. I made that word up, humans. So, obviously, everybody's got the whole coronavirus on their brain. I live in the mountains, and even though I do not think I really have to quote-unquote worry about stuff, I am in close proximity to Atlanta. And I'm not really worried because I already wash my hands diligently. I don't touch stuff. So for those of you in different parts of the world are having to deal with what I would call and deem hysteria concerning viral things, You know, just be smart, be diligent, wash your hands, you know, and obviously getting the coronavirus is not a death sentence. You know, very similar to what the flu, you know, how the flu is a little bit different. Not different, but it's very, you know, if you get the flu, it's not a death sentence. It's just an inconvenience. So hopefully everything will blow over and we'll get this whole coronavirus thing nipped in the bud. So be safe, everybody. Wash your hands. And if you're drawing, which I hope you are, go out and create something awesome in the world, right? That's what we're supposed to do as artists, right? Create something fun, awesome, to affect people in a positive way, hopefully. Not just get a rise out of people. So thank you guys for liking and subscribing. Please hit that notification bell. If you like what you see, definitely. There's more videos to come. More fun to be had. We'll see you soon, guys. Thanks.
Please like and subscribe if you like what you see. And as always, there's more videos to come.